Greetings and good morning, everyone here in the Art of Eternal Weight Loss. So I wanted to talk today about something that is maybe it's new for you, okay? And this is something that I've been studying on a little bit lately, and I really would like to share these things with you. So it's about the old way and the new way, okay? Now, we know that we're here because, yes, we want to learn how to lose weight, okay? Maybe you've had trouble, keeping the weight off in the past. You've lost it and you haven't been able to keep it off. And you've tried lots of things, okay, before. Let's just say that that's the old way, okay? So we're going to talk a little bit about that first. So what is the old way? Okay, well, we know in the Bible, there's nothing new under the sun. And so this isn't necessarily new, okay? But maybe it's new to you because you haven't heard it before in terms of, losing weight and health and fitness. So the old way, we think of the law, okay? We think of the Pharisees, you have to uphold all these specific rules and laws so that you can, be in good standing, with God. Or in this case, there's a lot of people maybe out there teaching you that you have to follow a set meal plan, you have to follow a specific, detox plan, you have to follow this regimented exercise plan, cross your I's and dot your T's. And that is, in the sense of the term, when we say the law, we think, okay, maybe it's to the letter, it's too, legalistic. And that can, in every sense of the way, be very condemning and very, bringing us a lot of shame, because if we can't follow that law, if we can't follow that rule, then, it's like, oh, we've messed up, right? How do we fix that? There's no room for error with the law, okay? And so it is one way to get there, but it's going to be, I guess you can call it the wide path, right? A lot of people are teaching that. And it's something that, I'd like to share with you, because now I want to show you the opposite is the new way. This is the way of grace. This is the way of salvation. This new way that I like to call it the way of freedom, okay? Because you're free from having to follow meal plans. You're free from having to follow a regimented exercise plan. You're free from all the rules when it comes to weight loss. So that's the new way, okay? Being free from the old way. So the new way is where you don't have to follow a meal plan, you don't have to follow an exercise routine, okay? And this is the way of grace, because it allows us, yes, we can do what we need to do, but when we mess up, there's grace, okay? We don't have to be perfect to lose weight. You just have to keep trying and keep pressing into the new way, just like when the Bible says we press into the kingdom of heaven, we press into the new way. We don't give up. If we make a mistake, if we think we don't eat what we're supposed to eat, okay, we can just quickly make a decision to get back on that. We don't have to give up on our diet or our meal plan and start again on Monday, because there is no specific meal plan or diet to follow. It's just a matter of making choices on a daily basis that will help move you a little bit closer to success, okay? That is the most important thing. You have to allow yourself that grace, okay, to be able to, and some mercy too, to be able to have that success. If you are someone who beats yourself up for eating a donut, or eating ice cream, or, going out and having pizza, with your family on the weekend, or if you're someone who, if you feel like, you ate like a lot of food that you have to go work it off with exercise, or if you feel like you have to do the fasted cardio, or if you feel like you have to, take that specific supplement all the time, that's kind of following the old way. That's following the way of the law. And there's no room for error, okay? Because if you have error, then essentially we screwed up. And when we screw up, we feel bad about ourselves. When we feel bad about ourselves, we try to comfort ourselves with what? Usually food, usually, relaxing and not doing activity. And then when we don't do that, we feel even worse. And it's this endless cycle because we're trying to follow this set law. And we're not perfect. We can't do that. So we have to allow ourselves the freedom to follow the new way. the way that allows you to have some flexibility in what you're eating, okay, that says that, this food is not bad, okay, you have to be able to do that. If you can give yourself some grace, you'll have success. If you don't, you're just going to be miserable. You can be miserable eating chicken and broccoli all the time and not enjoying the occasional brownie, you know, or whatever else it is that you like. I know that there's some people who I've talked to who say they really had a hard time with candy bars, so they found a healthy substitute. It was a chocolate protein bar, right? So you could do things like that, and still make good decisions, but there's no perfect path because we can't be perfect. We're not perfect, okay? Yes, maybe we're going from one level to the next, we're getting closer to that, but we'll never truly get there, because it's going to be a hard path, and it's something that you have to continually work on, like I said, on a day-to-day basis, okay? There is no perfect way to do it. It's a daily practice, and the more you do it, the easier it gets, okay? If you're struggling to, on a day-to-day basis, get your workout in, or, eat the healthy foods, don't beat yourself up, okay? That's something that I used to do. I used to, if I didn't do something right, I would always, shame myself or say, oh, I don't deserve that. If I felt like I wronged somebody or did something, incorrect, I would, make myself suffer by not enjoying life. I'd put myself in a bad mood, and that's not what you want to do. And then I would sit in it, and then not only do I suffer, but the people around me suffer, and that's not a way to live. We don't want to be miserable around the people that we love, right? And if you're on a diet or a meal plan or a workout routine that you have to do this, and this, X, Y, Z, ABC, and you're miserable, I recommend probably it's not the right thing for you. Maybe you just got to give yourself a little grace, okay, and allow yourself that room, okay, that freedom to be able to eat what you like, and still be able to have success, okay? Because again, we start here, but we're working, one day at a time, from one level to the next, from glory to glory, so to speak, as we are transformed in our mind, okay? The new way is it's spirit-led, and it's not the old way where we have to be led by the law, led by, okay, I'm going to follow a meal plan or a workout. It's going to be, okay, this is where I want to be. These are some of the steps that I have to take to get there. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be tough, but I'm not going to give up, okay? You have to continue to press forward into it. And that's the key to doing this, to doing the new way, to having freedom, is that you can't give up, okay? It's not, 6-week boot camp and meal plan, and you have all those people doing the same thing at the same time, but what happens whenever that's done? When that workout class is done, or that boot camp is done, or your 8-day detox, or your 6-week diet plan is done, what's next? Do you find another one and hope that it works? Or do you, day by day, in the new way, have learned new behaviors, new ways to do this, and new ways to accept yourself, new ways to give yourself grace and appreciate yourself, new ways to, learn what you like to eat, and learn how to have room in your diet for things that you enjoy, so that you can sustain your eating patterns? Because life is not a meal plan. Life is not a workout plan. Life is, meant to be abundant and full. And food is just a part of that, right? And it shouldn't become our law. It shouldn't become our master, having the food control us. It's and it can become overbearing and overwhelming at times, because there's so much information. Do this, do that, do this, do that. I prefer to give general guidelines and work with each individual with where they're at and what little thing they can do to take one step at a time, okay? And that will usually provide the best results, because then you're not overwhelmed with having to go to the grocery store with this shopping list. You're not overwhelmed with, having to get to the gym 5 days a week for an hour, let alone the travel time and time away from your family. You could work out from home. You could do some, a couple of times a week, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe 30, depending on what level you're at, and still get good results. So again, it's a process. We're all at a different level, and I encourage many of you to really examine where you're at. Are you doing this the old way? Are you following the law? Are you trying to get everything perfect and just right before you start? Or are you going to allow yourself some grace and start doing what you can, one thing at a time, to begin to have some results, to have better health, to not be so miserable? Okay, you want to be able to live free. You want to be able to, not be contained, right? We want to live free. So that's my summary there of the old way and the new way. Okay, like I said, it's kind of like the Old Testament, the New Testament. You follow the law, or you follow Christ. Okay, it's kind of the comparison there. So I encourage any of you who have questions or comments, please post those down there. I'd love to have a discussion with you more about maybe where you're at, maybe discuss what old ways you have tried to lose weight, and potentially look at some of the new ways of things that you can do to help you to lose weight. So if you would like to do that, just PM me. Now we can set up a time to chat and kind of see where you're at, and then help you to kind of press forward. Okay? Thank you for watching. I see you there, Casey. Anybody else that wants to join? So we'll be sharing more things, but please, everybody, have a discussion, and we'll chat soon. I pray you all have a wonderful day and raise the bar higher. Goodbye.